So just to get everything out of the way, for those that are watching on Twitch, I hope that you're all having a fantastic day so far. Jinx, I do see you. Everything is going pretty good. Just started my new job, and we're going to be starting full time come tomorrow. Thank God, because I need the hours. But we are doing our next episode for Adventuring High, our D&D session. So if you are new to watching the D&D streams, I personally do not talk to chat. I usually have people that will interact and chat and talk to one another and react to certain things that happen in the sessions. So if I do not address you, it is because we are in the midst of a D&D session. Now, there will be times where I will take a pause to go in and interact with chat for a couple of minutes while we're waiting on something. So like if a player, for example, is looking up something on their character sheet that they can't find, I'll take a minute to pause and kind of read over chat, say hi to everybody, all that good jazz. But normally I will not interact with chat like I do on my other streams. So please forgive me on that. But I want to be as in depth in the story as I possibly can so that I can focus and give these players that I have with me a good story to have their characters play in. So hopefully they are all enjoying it currently, because let me just say that it for me at least, it has been an absolute honor and a blessing to be able to have these players here and enjoy a random campaign that I came up with on the spot.
It's good to finally be in a session again, I'll say that.
Yeah, for real.
3 weeks.
Man,
3 weeks, is it?
man, I feel like, says Tony, I feel like I just played D&D yesterday.
I mean, you did. My guy, you did.
I woke up about approximately 3 minutes ago.
It looks more like a minute.
Yeah, it probably is.
So, referring
I
back
went
to my earlier
downstairs,
comment,
grabbed this. I went downstairs and grabbed this. That's as much as I've done since I opened my eyes again.
Facts. All right, what's up, Amy?
Hi.
You were in the middle of talking, Amy. He's asking you what you were saying.
Oh, I was saying wake and bake about Eli.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Referring back to my earlier comment.
Yeah, wake the fuck up, Eli! Okay. All right, let me turn to my notes right quick. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Giving a brief little recap as to everything that has transpired. There will be some things that I mentioned in this recap that technically have not yet happened yet, because I have to do solo episodes for some people that are here currently and one person that is not here tonight, unfortunately. They had a family affair that they needed to attend to, so Val will not be here this evening. But the thing I'm about to explain as far as the recap, some of it has not yet happened. So bear in mind that those episodes will be recorded and uploaded first before this episode is uploaded. So just bear that in mind.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey bullshit.
Yes.
Give me time.
However, 2 of our players have had their sessions recorded, and one of them is uploaded. So speaking of that, last we left off, Ilya decided that, didn't really decided, more of the lines of made a deal or a bargain with the bard teacher that she needed to go and attend a bard class on a Friday. So she did that. The things that transpired in the bard class, however, is that she met a new, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the thing that Eli keeps saying, that we're not friends, we're what is it? Acquaintances. You made an acquaintance in that class by the
No, DM, I will stop you right there. I did also make a friend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you did.
My friendship with Dublin got strengthened that day, and I
Yeah.
love that little guy.
Yeah, everybody loves Dublin, but nobody likes my stoner guy for some reason. Like
You
it.
can fuck right off.
It's probably because they're jealous.
No, it isn't.
Eli and Mayhem in particular hate the fucking stoner character that I made.
Listen,
Stoner
I
needs to
tried to
get hit
kill
with a
him.
stone.
I tried to kill him in the first 5 minutes, and that continued the entire time.
But continuing on with what happened with Ilya, she made an acquaintance in the form of a lazy bard by the name of Sarq, who was played by a good friend of mine, Mayhem's and Eli's, or acquaintance in Eli's case, as he calls it, Hacksaw, who will be a returning character for the rest of the campaign at some point. He will be here to simply interact with the party and give them hell. That is the exact wording that I was given to him when he created his character. So,
I'm here for it.
Y'all are in for a treat, by the way.
He did a fantastic job playing that role of being a lazy bard, a bard that just didn't give a shit about anything. So I was really happy that he played that part so well. But it ended up that Ilya and Sarq, and Dublin for that matter, had to face off against two dragon wormlings, a black one and a white one. And unfortunately for Ilya and Sarq, both of them didn't make it out unscathed. They ended up going into the infirmary for several days and had a very intense conversation with the dean, who Mayhem in particular does not like.
Yeah, I got expelled, guys. See you later.
Hey, we can have fun now.
But they had a very intense conversation about the truth of what's going on in the school, which Ilya has stated that she would like to go and have a conversation with one of our players that is heavily involved in what's going on, which we will get to momentarily, because we do need to go over one other person before we get started. Our good friend Altair, on the same day that the Bard class was going on, our good friend Altair was having his class in the Warlock class, which quite literally is just study hall. That's all it is. That's all they do in Warlock classes, just study for other classes. Come to find out, though, that Altair was reading over a very special item that he has in his possession that is not quite what he was expecting and has some very dark voodoo magic shit attached to it. Which kind of spiraled down in this long scenario of him meeting three... What's the word that I would give for these three fine young ladies?
Goddesses was literally what you described them as?
Yes, we'll go with that. We'll repeat that phrase.
E-girl?
E-girls, yes. 3 e-girls.
No.
3 e-girls.
I love how I have no idea what happened and I guessed it. Like, perfect.
One in the form of a blonde, one in the form of a ginger, and the other in the form of a brunette. 3 e-girls.
You had Amaranth, you had Sweet Anita, and you had a blonde.
Yes.
Alright, Cypher.
However, things weren't all as they appeared, due to the fact that, as we have just stated, they're half gods, which led Shinny into getting his power up, or level up, into a very unique class by the form of a warlock, and made a deal with the redhead. So I will let Shinny at his leisure explain how all of that works. But for now, we are at...
Yeah, this is happening.
This is 2 days after the events of what happened to Ilya, because Ilya had been told that she had to stay in the infirmary for another 24 hours, so 2 days have passed since then. Each of you have been told the truth about what's going on in this school, but you decided to stay here nonetheless. And for those that have not caught up, I'm going to explain what's going on to a brief extent, because some of you were told one thing and some of you were told more details than others.
Some of us read a book.
Some of you read a book.
I have no recollection of finding this out, so...
Yes, you... So, technically, Amy, your episode has not happened yet, which that's the reason why that I informed you to go and listen to Mayhem's Bard episode, because it would explain a little bit better. Yes, gotcha. Ilya.
I believe one of our cast may have just made my job easier.
Possibly. But just in case, I am going to relay what you do know, what each player here knows, and this information will be relayed to Val as well when the time arises. Each of you were told by the school staff, or to some various degree, the school staff, that the school once had 5 houses. Not 4, 5. The 5th house belonged to a genie that was half genie, half Hydra. This inbred, as I will call them.
I think you mean half-breed?
No, I'm going to call it inbreed, because in my mind, that's exactly what it would... I imagine a genie and a Hydra to be is just like this fucking inbred, like, disaster of a fucking monster. Like, that's what I imagine.
Alabama.
I mean...
You mean mutation, then?
I will go with mutation if it makes you feel fucking better. But either way...
I'm trying, guys, okay?
But... either way,
from Alabama and call it that.
Either way,
right? Look in chat.
Either way,
God,
you were told that the school, like I said, had 5 houses instead of 4. The 5th house that belonged to that specific genie had the philosophy that only the strong could survive. Only the ones that that specific genie deemed worthy of being able to survive in the harshest of environments would be allowed to partake in the school. And that anybody that was not strong enough to withstand the dangers and the horrors that would lie ahead, honestly, needed to be removed completely from the equation. Like, complete genocide. Wipe them out.
It was basically the epitome of survival of the fittest.
To that specific genie, yes. Survival of the fittest. If that...
I fuck with it. Natural selection.
Natural selection literally is what would the philosophy of that specific genie had ordained. But they had it done so to the point that anybody that didn't fit that category, they needed to be killed immediately. Complete, utter genocide. Wipe out the entire planet, and anybody else that was left over were the ones that were strong enough to create a new world. A new planet.
Yeah, how do I join that?
I'm about to get to that.
Good. Alright, you got my attention. I'm listening.
So.
He's awake now.
So, this specific genie was locked inside of a box by the faculty. However, one of our players accidentally opened the box.
Who was it?
Allura.
Oh, you're amazing. Alright.
Hence why Allura has nightmares of Hydras. Allura did not know what she was getting into when she was left in that godforsaken dungeon that fateful day when she had her incident happened, but she opened a box that she knew nothing about, which set loose upon the world our BBEG for this campaign. And the thing that frightens Allura the most. The thing that haunts her dreams. However, something else happened on that same fateful day. Remember, Allura, when I told you you were cursed?
Yep.
Cursed,
Get
cursed, cursed, cursed.
That curse
Cursed.
That curse did not take form until you set foot in the school. And that curse spread to the ones that you were closest to, hence your party members. Which is why that all of you are connected. So it all started with you. You were told to various degrees, Ilya more so than anybody else, that there are certain items that you need to find. I am going to let each of you role play that out. However, this is something to keep in mind. We're going to go to each individual house to let you role play out how you want to have this done. If you so choose, you can go to a different house to go and interact with specific characters. So, for example, if Altair wishes to go and talk to Allura for some reason, then you may do so. But you were also told that the day after Ilya was to return, you have an exam. So you know you need to study for that exam. Because the faculty wishes the school to continue on, even though half of the student body in the entire school left. They left because they did not want to have to deal with the fact that there were certain individuals that just attended the school that were causing the school to erupt in utter chaos. Now, I'm going to allow, because technically Allura is the one that started all of this. Allura, please roll me a 1d4 to determine which house we go to first. This will allow you to use your new fancy dice as well. So
I know, I'm excited.
Clickety clackety.
That's a 1.
A 1? Okay.
Locke's got a question.
Yes.
How long after the forest pub thing is this?
This is several weeks because
Okay, that's fine.
so Ilya was in the hospital unconscious with Sarq for a week, but she was told once she woke up that that she still had another 24 hours in the infirmary before she would be allowed to leave and go back to her classes like normal.
That's fine. I just remember that the drink I drank had an hour or something, wasn't it? I was checking it was later than that.
Gotcha. So 1 is the silver house, but because Val is not here, we're going to go to 2, which is the azure blue house, which is where our good friend Zurin is at. So Zurin, you have a choice. Do you wish to remain in your dormitory, or do you wish to go to a different dorm to speak to somebody?
And this is all on the point that CERN has already been explained what's been going on.
You've been explained what's going on to a varying degree. Now, some of your party members know a little bit more than you do, but the gist of what's going on has been explained to you. But due to the fact that within the 24 hours that of the events that where the faculty told all of the students what's going on, half of the students in the school from first year to fourth year have flat out left to go to a different academy. So the student body is a lot smaller than it used to be. And it's all due to the fact that the faculty, particularly the dean, pointed you guys out for being the ones that are now responsible for fixing what's going on, because of what Allura did. And not knowing that she did it and not blaming her for doing it because she was young and, didn't know what she was doing. But you're all connected because of her now.
Is Ilya still in the infirmary?
At this point, no. Ilya would have just gotten out and would have been heading towards her dorm.
The moment where I forget what dorms everybody's in, and
So
except for the fact I know I'm in the same as Eli.
yes, you are in green. So
I'm in
emerald,
the same one as Ilya. That's all I know.
ruby.
I sleep like a bat. That's all I know.
Does Zern know that Ilya's out of the infirmary?
You would know because the faculty would have told you so, yes.
So I know that she is all right. So having heard about what was going on and what has transpired, I think Zern's going to go try to look for Allura.
Okay. So you want to go to the red dorm. Fantastic. So we're going to transfer you. Transfer you and everybody else to the red dorm. And I'm going to put your token down where the entrance is at. And give you full control over your character. So let's give overkill control. There you go. So Ilya, you would have just got back to the dorms like roughly about 5 minutes before Zurin would have showed up. Allura, you're in the dorms waiting for Ilya to return because you were also told that today would be the day that she would be able to come back.
Okay.
All right. So I think I'm going to roleplay this one out just a little bit. Having heard everything that's been going on and what has happened, Zern is basically kind of in a very hurried panic. And he's going to burst through the door at full flying speed all the way over to where they're at.
Okay. What I want you to do, because of the speed and the manner of which you're doing that, I want you to roll an intimidation roll to see if Ilya and Allura would have been spooked by your sudden appearance.
Fuck. Are we rolling saves against this?
My God.
You would be, yes.
I crit.
You crit? Okay. So
never
with your
mind.
with your modifier, what does it equal out to?
20.
So you have no modifier in intimidation?
I have no intimidation modifier whatsoever.
Okay, so there is a chance. So Allura and Ilya, I want you both to roll to see if you can get above a 20.
What am I rolling?
What are we rolling?
You're rolling insight checks.
Insight.
Oh, okay.
17.
15.
17.
Okay. So
He spooks the fuck out of us.
yeah, he spooks the fuck out of the two of you. So he comes barging in, flying at full speed like a fucking demon, lands right in front of you.
He is a demon, yeah.
And the both of you are now startled. Ilya, please roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Zern, I fucking hate you. I hate you to death right now. You're an
Fuck you,
asshole.
Overkill.
You better put me back in the fucking infirmary, dickhead.
You'll be fine.
You said wisdom saving throw, DM?
Yes, this has to do with your panic attacks because he spooked you.
I know. I just have to fucking minimize a bunch of shit in order to get in my character sheet. That's an 18.
That wasn't just a roll a crit.
Cool. Imagine not just being able to click on an icon and have your character sheet pop up.
There's like a fucking 4 things I have to close in order to get to my character sheet.
Well, the good news is, Ilya, is that you did not have a panic attack, but you are spooked by the sudden appearance of Zurin just barging into your fucking room, like a bat out of fucking hell, literally.
I'll be y'all in the morning.
I have bat wings, so.
All right, so what do the three of you do now?
Well, having just realized I accidentally spooked Allura just a little bit too much. And Ilya is about to have a panic attack. Zern's just going to kind of hold his arms out and be like, It's all right, guys. I just wanted to make sure y'all are all right.
Yeah, I'm good. This one's just got back, so yeah.
God damn it, Cern. Have you
Ilya, just take a breath.
have you ever heard of knocking?
I figured when I barged through the door, it would have knocked on its own.
Oh god.
Zerd casts
Yeah.
knock by bursting the door down.
Is that an actual
Surprise!
spell?
Surprise!
Knock, yes. Knock, yes.
Oh my god, okay.
Knock is a spell.
It opens any
Oh.
locked door unless it is magically locked. If I'm
Unless it's magically locked, but what you can
Fucking
also do
hell.
is you can cast knock to knock on a door that is nowhere near you. So you can use it as a distraction.
A distraction, yeah. Ah.
Across the 9 planes of hell, Asmodeus is getting hit by knock knock run.
oh, it's Asmodeus. He knows who did it.
Nah, he doesn't know shit.
Presents flaming bag of poop.
That he proceeds to smack you with.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. What Ilya said. You could have given us a heads up you were coming.
Well, after hearing everything that the professors were saying and whatnot, I figured I might as well get here as quick as I could.
I think we're the only freshers left at this point.
Exactly. That's why I was able to get here so quick.
I'm gonna negate that. I know for a fact Dublin's still here.
Oh, he's still here, is he? That's good. I'm glad he's still around.
He's the reason. Well, he's half the reason why I'm still here.
At that point,
I'll have to go and thank him.
after
Personally.
hearing Ilya say something about Dublin, my feet are firmly planted on the ground. My wings are completely retracted behind my back. I'm crossing my arms, looking at Ilya, and going, "Why in the 9 hells did you get my friend branded?"
Sheepishly, Ilya looks at Zura and just says, "I can't be held responsible for something that happened whilst I was unconscious."
Cursed, 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 cursed.
Irrevocably cursed.
we all
by
just
the sounds of
hear the word cursed echoing on the wind.
Zern looks up like, "What the fuck is that?"
it. No, Zern,
Yeah, that's been happening.
I pleaded with the dean. They tried to remove that curse. They had no idea.
Oh, what in the Sam Hill have y'all done? My goodness.
Apparently, that would have been me.
Listen, there's some things that I need to do.
My main
And
thing is I'm glad you guys are all right.
I mean, if you're dead set on thanking someone, you can go and find Squark.
Sarq.
Squark.
Sarq.
Who is
No.
this Sarq?
Sarq. Sarq.
Ilya looks around the dorm and goes, "You guys hear that voice that's echoing through the dorm?"
I know it sounds kind of whiny.
My name's Jesus.
No,
A
there's
kobold's voice starts speaking.
there's
Zern puts his
a
hands on the hips and just goes, "Jesus Christ."
there's a student. Well, I don't know. I think he's a technically. I think he's a dropout.
How's it go? I hear a fell voice on the wind.
Yeah.
Well, I think this entire school is about half a dropout at this point.
Nah, he's a little fairy guy. I'm pretty sure his name's Squark.
Sarq.
Sarq.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm doing it on purpose.
this is in session. This is in session. You can't do shit to stop me.
Right, hang on. Wait,
Jesus
wait.
is telling
I
you.
need you
His name is
guys. I
Sarq.
need you guys to look at the cam for this one. I'm just gonna place my hand on Ilya's shoulder. I'm sat next to her. I'm just gonna go kickable.
I mean, sure, if you can catch him.
That's
Mind you,
all I
he-
needed to hear.
he spent most of his time asleep, so I mean, he probably could get the jump on him pretty easily.
Right, making
I
that my
know.
mission.
If your dad sound thanking someone, technically it's him that you gotta go talk to, because well, turns out even as babies, dragons are a pain in the ass.
Well, if I can pin him down, I'll thank him, and then I'll kick him.
Oy, oy. So now I gotta go find a fairy. It's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack in this freaking academy at the rate it's going.
That haystack just got a whole lot smaller.
Well, haystack just got a whole lot bigger, to be honest.
Has anybody seen Altair, Val, Locke?
Haven't heard from Val in a few days. Don't know where she is at the moment, but I heard she stuck around.
Thought Altair had a different class from you guys.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't know what class. He can count his lucky. He's probably counting his blessings that he didn't take Bard.
Pause.
Uh-oh.
Altair.
Oh God, what's going on?
Does he come flying through the doors as well?
Well,
He
at
fucking
at
better
this
not.
point, at this point,
Newly appointed warlock.
at this point,
Really could.
do you want to attend with the three of them, or do you want to stay in your dorm?
I will say this is making it very difficult to do what I wanted to do today.
You know what? You know what? I'm all of a sudden there with no explanation why.
Cool. Locke, would you like to do the same?
Mm,
I swear to God, if he flies through the door.
Asleep.
Wake up, baby boy! It's time for you to play some D&D.
Well, fuck, at the moment we're done, my head's hitting that pillow, bitch. I ain't waking up on this. What the fuck am I doing?
Zern pokes his backpack. Wake up.
You're rolling death
Teleport to
saving
a different
throws.
door.
Do you want to go and
Alright.
talk to your party members, or do you want to stay asleep in your dorm?
Bat sleep. New throwing down calls.
Facts. Got it. So, shitty. It's you are just walking up to the Ruby dorm.
Running, and I'm using Expeditious Retreat.
Cool. So the door no longer exists.
Wait, hang on. Context for the newbie. What is that?
Expedition
Expedition
retreat. Basically, Altair's got the zoomies.
He's fast as
Gotcha.
Fast as fuck,
Got
boy.
Mechanically, I get to move at double my speed. So normally I have a walk run speed of 30. It's now 6.
60.
All right.
And
Yeah,
if I take a
which is
dash action, I can move
dash
120
is
feet
good,
in 3 seconds.
So
120
basically, you watch as Altair destroys the door.
No. There is no door because Zurin's already destroyed it.
Well, Zurin kicked down, but then Shitty finished the door off by trampling over it. Why is it that my players have a thing for doors, though? That's what I want to know.
Maps. That's
I'm
what it
innocent in
is.
this. I'm innocent in this one. You can't give me shit.
You
Yeah,
hate
you
doors
can't
in the other
implicate me in this
campaign. I
either.
can't give you shit.
You can't implicate me in this one either. I have done nothing to any of your doors.
The-
Thank you very much.
Yeah, give it time.
Standard D
Give
and D
it time,
contract.
yeah.
Standard D&D contract is when there is
Destroy
blame to
every
be
door.
cast.
Yeah.
When there's blame to be cast. The newbie gets it as well.
Uh,
All right, but Shinny, you have control of your character, so you can burst down my door and scare the fuck out of everybody again, which leads me
Second
to
time.
you rolling intimidation for spooking the fuck out of them,
God.
and then them rolling the same fucking roll.
fucking insight, yeah. Gonna make a
Hey,
preemptive roll.
that was actually a really good roll on my part.
I'm gonna
I'm not
re-roll
gonna
because
lie.
that wasn't really a fair one.
Hold on.
No, it was the same roll anyway.
Let me see.
On the couches, right?
They're at the couches, yes.
Let me hear what Shinny rolls first before I roll mine.
Oh, no.
I've already rolled.
Well, I literally, you hear like a slight squeeching sound of like someone stopping, and then, hey guys.
He hits the brakes.
Ilya
Them's the
rolled a
breaks.
19.
17
I rolled
for. Okay, Amy.
19
Was it
for Ilya.
17 for what do I
Allura.
call it?
So 17 for
Yeah,
Allura.
I rolled a 17.
So 17 for Allura, 19 for Ilya.
Zern got a 9.
9. Okay, so here's what happens. So
God.
Ilya and Allura are expecting it. They're like, at this point, everybody has the
'cause
zoomies, and
Yeah.
everybody wants to see Ilya. However, Zurin doesn't expect it because he was the one that instigated it last time. So this big gush of wind from Shinny, or Altair's character, you know, washes over Zurin's face, and Zurin, your hair is like poofed up now.
At
And
that same point of noticing that, Tony, I would like to say that Zern has drawn Bloodthirsty and is holding it readily.
Oh god. Ilya just looks at all three of them and just says, "Does nobody know how to fucking knock anymore? I'd get more peace if I was back in the fucking infirmary."
I mean, I
Have
can
a-
understand it with Zurin, but with this, there was no door left.
I was about to say, what door am I supposed to knock on? There wasn't one.
We're
Zern is still flicking the wood splinters
single-handedly-
out of his wings.
single-handedly going to destroy this entire academy, aren't we?
It's already.
Facts!
One door at a time.
I won't say we.
enthusiasm with which Tony said that. Fucking hell.
I won't say
Yeah.
we will, but I'll say something will,
Something's gonna fuck this place up good.
and we're going to be involved.
Oh god.
you know what the
I-
funny
I
thing
get-
is? The only two innocent people in this party is Allura and Val, and Allura is only like 50% innocent because she was the one that did open the box up to start the destruction of the school in the first place.
Nope, I am absolved
not
of guilt
guilty.
because I didn't fucking know.
That makes her 100% guilty, not 50% innocent.
Well,
No, I am
Cheers.
absolved of guilt because I didn't fucking know what was going on.
Ignorance of
I
the
did what I
law.
was told.
Ignorance of the law does not give immunity from the law.
Okay, so hang on. Ignorance of the law would be me doing something I wasn't supposed to do.
Open the
But
box.
what I did. What box? I put my hand on the vase.
No,
have
that's
you ever
not
heard
what
the
he's
term?
talking about.
no. So
We'll find out what he's talking about.
yeah. So the thing that you did hasn't, like, in episode wise
Hasn't acted out yet.
so for those that are listening, that episode for Allura's solo episode is literally going to be called Nightmare Relived. And
Oh no.
that one is horror themed.
Oh fuck.
Anyway,
But-
Mine was shonen themed.
But technically, it has already happened. So, to explain to you, Allura, what you actually did. So, in outside of character, when you gave me your character's ideals, backstory, and everything, and we discussed about how that you had nightmares of hydras,
Okay.
I took that and made it to where that you were the one who started the entire events that are now transpiring.
Huh.
So
Okay.
so that dungeon that you accidentally walked into as a child, you found a box that you were not supposed to find, opened it up, and released the thing that was inside of it.
So,
It says, "Do not open till Christmas. Don't open until Christmas."
so her character's really named Pandora. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
No.
that's why that
No.
everybody is in the situation they're in right now.
Absolutely fucking not.
So, also that's why you have Nightmares of Hydras. Hence why the episode is called what it's going to be called. Anyway,
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Ew.
because you had to open it before Christmas. Didn't
that's my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies.
It is a good movie.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
Yes.
Yes.
Quotable lines.
So Zurin has his rapier or sword drawn out. Your hair is poofed up like an early '90s infomercial. And Altair is standing behind the couch like nothing had happened, and Ilya and Allura are looking at one another like, why the fuck are people barging into our dorm for?
Just call me Don King.
Donkey?
I'll call you Gone King in a minute.
Call
Gone
you
with the wind.
donkey?
Okay.
I'm making waffles.
You know what? You only had to say that once, and I knew exactly which instance you were talking about. Fucking.
We're gonna stay up late, swap manly stores in the morning. I'm making waffles.
Where do Ashley?
Outside!
You love this woman, don't you? Yeah. You want to hold her? Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
then you got to have a little tenderness. The chicks love that romantic crap.
God,
She
amazing.
just nasty. Hold on. Dude, she's just nasty as you are.
We are so sorry, Disney. We are so sorry.
Amazing.
Disney
No,
go
it
fuck
wasn't
themselves.
Disney. It was DreamWorks.
It was DreamWorks, yeah.
not the same thing because Disney's animation is animation studio is Pixar. Yeah.
Can somebody real quick find
it
out
amazes me.
when Mulan, the original Mulan movie, can somebody find out when that came
Well,
out?
y'all can find that out
1998.
after the session.
I think that was 97. Anyway, it amazes me that they got away with using the word crap in a kids film.
Yeah.
You know,
They might have
Mulan
innuendo in that movie alone.
I mean, true.
I mean, yeah, that's true, Eli, to be honest with you.
Anywho.
Okay, yeah, all right, so Altair, you're now in the Ruby dorm. What do you do?
I look over at Zern and go, easy, Zoro.
Don't make me mark my Z on you.
I was going to call him Rodrigo Montoya.
You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Better to die.
I mean, I don't know my actual father, so he might have.
Was your father slain by a six-fingered man?
Don't know. Never knew him.
Hey, Zero, you get
Altair,
6 fingers?
Altair, do you have
Yes.
the book on you?
Yes.
Yes. Allura, I need you to make an Arcana check, please.
Okay.
Wait, why is Laura making the Arcana check?
You will see.
12.
Well-
It's 12.
12.
While that's going on, I'm actually going to be getting the book out, being like, this book might have answers.
Okay. Oh, hold up. Pause. Hold up. Pause.
Ooh.
Pause.
Fucking knew it.
Pause. Okay. You pull the book out. Cool. Allura, you're gonna see it. Ilya, you're gonna see it. Zurin, you're also gonna see it. But each of you are going to have a different reaction. I'm gonna start with Ilya.
I fucking knew it was you, you dick. I knew it was you.
Ilya, out of character, you already know, but in character, go ahead and roll that insight check. Just to prevent metagaming. 14? Yeah.
14.
So this book is, you were kind of given like a small like hand drawing from the bard teacher as to what the book should look like. This is about as damn near close as you could possibly get. So you kind of get
the book of what's his face?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it was you, you prick.
Allura.
I don't say that in game, obviously.
Allura, you're going to have a different reaction that, again, this is something that technically has not happened yet, but it will be triggered by this book that will technically start in the episode for your solo episodes. So, I need to find it because I do have the notes here somewhere.
Can I role play out like the next 5 seconds of Ilya seeing that book?
You can, yes. That will give me time to find what I'm looking for.
That's why I wanted to do it. So Altair, you pull out that book from your backpack, and you watch as Ilya takes a couple of seconds and looks at it, and you see the light bulb moment, like, ping above her head. She jumps to her feet, nearly hits the deck because she's still not 100% recovered from her injuries.
Anything else?
You see her stabilize herself and begin to very slowly, and I mean very slowly, back up towards the other side of the couch area.
What I know about the book, yeah, that's understandable. Considering the goddess soon called it a book of insanity.
Okay. Allura,
Yes.
please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
15 base. Plus 1, that's 16.
Okay, you will receive a short-term effect.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Please roll me a D100.
Oh, God, right. So I have just one of these.
Then
Do you not have the version that's not got the zeros on it?
No.
roll that one and keep note of what it's on. Then roll it again, and first roll is your tens.
First roll is the 10s. Second roll, take the first digit. So, like, if you rolled a 30 for the second roll, it's a 3.
In that case, then, your total roll 76.
76.
Tony gone around and taking fucking wild magic and turned it into insanity.
Do you want me to be honest? You're
Yes.
not too far off.
Tony, I've been playing D&D with you for 2.5 years. I know how you work.
This is an actual mechanic in D&D, though. This is not something that I created. This is called.
I know.
This is called madness.
I know. It's in Mordekainen's Tome of Foes.
I have resistance.
Allura, you have the sudden urge to eat as much as you can.
Come again?
You are
Rest eating.
You're fucking starving, and you're starving because you're having a panic attack.
Is there any food in the dorm? Is there any food in the dorm?
Yes.
She get the munchies.
The closest area would be these tables back over here. But you're fucking starving.
What food is there?
It's kind of like that Harry Potter bullshit where it just like magically appears. So whatever you want, it's there.
As long as she doesn't look at Zern and think buffalo wings.
Right, hang on, wait. I'm gonna do something here.
Chicken wing,
No, hang on.
macaroni.
And I'm gonna roll while you're looking that up to see how long this effect lasts.
Zern is my homie.
So, I am going to use a random word generator, but I found one here that's specific for food. So instead of choosing what food Allura is currently desiring, I'm just going to have this generator at random.
Maximize the madness.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it generate 100 different foods, and then I'm going to roll the D100 to see what I get.
Okay. Sure. The effect will last for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That's short term. There is short term, long term, and permanent.
Okay. 100.
Gluttony to his snacks.
Madness is not to be fucked around with.
Just so you guys know,
But it is.
just so everybody knows, every single person in this campaign has received something of a negative counter. For example,
19.
Ilya has panic attacks that she has to roll during certain events. Allura has the madness stuff, which has not happened yet, but will be recorded at a different time.
You'll find mine out later.
Altair's will be found out later, but he already knows what it does.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for something a little more adventurous, but the D100 doesn't lie. Bread.
Bread? Okay. So
It's just bread.
you
Hey,
are
she gotta get that bread.
you are starving and you want some fucking gluten.
What type of bread?
Bagels.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
Sourdough bagels. There we go.
Bagels.
Sourdough bagel. Yeah.
All right, so
Wait.
Allura, you want
No.
some fucking
Take
bagels.
away the sourdough, because sourdough is on this list, and I did not roll for sourdough. This is specifically bagels.
So you are starving for bagels. You want that.
And there are bagels all over this, and I'm just gonna start ignoring the rest of the conversation, and I'm just gonna eat for the next 2 minutes.
Cool. All
I
right.
look over at the other two and go, Book of Insanity. Proof right there. She's fiending for food.
Ilya's
There's-
looking at Altair and saying, you know, I kind of thought that.
Judging by your
I kinda-
reaction,
I knew,
You were looking for this?
you were on my short list. You were on the list of the few people that I thought might have housed something along these lines.
fucking love so-
bagels.
Oh my god.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I didn't have. I just stop and look over and be like, hey, hold on, composer. Look back over and go, I got this from my last warlock class. I did not originally have this.
DM, does that mean that the book that was mentioned in the last episode is not?
No, it is.
It is?
It's the same book, but Altair has had it for longer than we have recorded for, essentially. So, like I was saying, you were in the infirmary for a week and a day. Altair has essentially had it for a little over 2 weeks, maybe even a month.
Okay.
Now, granted, he didn't know what it said or what it does, which when he got to his second warlock class, which was the same day as your bard class, he did figure some stuff out after studying it some more. But it is that book. It's one of 6.
Okay.
Zern's gonna kind of look at that book and just in Infernal, he's gonna go Diablo.
You say something infernal?
He said Diablo.
I
Okay.
say Diablo and Infernal.
Okay. Altair, the book glows red.
Oh shit.
I'll look over and be like, what language did you speak? Because I know it's not Abyssal. I know Abyssal.
That was Infernal.
Can we put that away?
Well,
I didn't mean to wake the book up.
Because we need to have a talk.
Go back to sleep, little evil tome.
hold on, is it still glowing?
So it's not like neon sight glowing. It's more like it's going in and out, like it's fading, kind of like it's
Pulsing.
Pulsing. Yes, thank you.
Dude, Altair, you got an RGB book. That's cool.
Just a quick question
Yes.
about effects and the length of them lasting. When you say 2 minutes, is this real life 2 minutes, or is there a measure of 2 minutes in game that
It's long-
equates to a real life amount of time?
The second
As
one.
As long as we're RPing, it's the same. It's 1 for 1.
Yeah, it's the DM's discretion to dictate when 2 minutes is up.
Yeah, I will let you know
Right,
during
so it's
role play when it will end. But
I'm
when
just gonna say, Allura's gonna have a fucking stomach ache when she finishes.
oh yeah,
eating.
for sure.
Oh no, Mayhem! I have plans already.
But
plans
I will let
already.
you know when the 2 minutes are up. But currently,
Gotcha.
you're like a couple of seconds in.
Only a couple of seconds and they've said all that?
I'd
Yeah,
have said about 30 seconds to 45.
yeah, like
I was gonna say.
max would
they
be
must be
30
talking-
seconds. Like
They
max
must
would be 30.
talking
Yeah,
hella fast for it to be 2 seconds.
yeah, max would be about 30 seconds right now. So I'll give it the max of 30 seconds.
That's fine.
Zern's gonna go try and hide all the cream cheese that's in the dorm room.
Oh god.
You son of a. No, wait. Is this your next move? Are you actually going to try and pick up the cream cheese and hide it?
No. You try to eat
Do
me.
it.
That's the last
Do
thing
it.
I need. You try
Do
to
it.
eat a tiefling.
Do it.
No.
I hear
I
tiefling
know
tastes
better.
good this time of year.
Do
I'm
it.
chewy.
I
No.
challenge you. Fucking do it. You
Not
try
a-
and
shut
take
up.
that cream cheese away. I will retaliate.
You
Shut up
know,
or shut up.
you do. I'll make this even worse. You do realize that the effect that Allura is on right now, that if you go in and affect her in any way, she'll get to the point where she'll become a cannibal.
Oh god.
Ugh.
Everyone stay away from the rogue.
Like I'm not
Ilya
not
just looks
kidding.
at Ilya just looks at all of her classmates, Allura included, and I'm gonna point to Allura and just say, "We need to wait for her to calm down, because this revolves around all of us. In fact, where the fuck is Locke?
After I saw asleep, I tried to wake him. He literally looked up. He rolled over, looked at me, pulled out a noose from nowhere, and then rolled back over, and it was gone.
That fits.
The
Okay,
word noose
fair.
revived him.
That tracks.
Goose? Oh god.
He's getting his lumbar extended.
Uh-huh.
Zerd.
I'm pretty sure that's what your character would do. Your character would roll over, pull out a noose from nowhere, like, leave me alone, put it back, roll back.
Randomly find one. Yeah.
Oh god.
But,
I have a noose attached to a knife.
Oh my god.
Lovely.
hold on. Doesn't your character have one of those?
Yes.
But at that point, I'm like, okay, I wonder if it reacts to Abyssal.
I don't think now's the time to be trying out different languages with this thing, seeing as how I just kind of woke it up a little bit.
Well, I was thinking about saying sleep or
Yeah,
rest in
trying to
Abyssal.
say, asleep or rest in Abyssal, huh?
I was thinking that. Puts it in the backpack. However, I do not have the balls because of everything else going on.
Tony,
Yes.
Zern says sleep in Infernal.
I understand, Infernal.
Good for you.
I just realized that.
I'm so
the
proud
cookie.
of you for knowing a language.
Hold on. I'm like, I just go, you just said it in Infernal, did you? Dick.
The book is in the backpack, so you don't know what happened.
Hold on. Get my backpack off, open it, and look in.
It's still pulsing.
Damn it.
Nope, didn't work. No more.
Damn it.
I'm gonna try and replicate the phrase that Zurin said, but in Celestial.
Okay. It stops.
What about now, Altair?
First I'll go, why would you try speaking Celestial to a book that reacted to Infernal?
Opposites?
I mean, that was going to be my next thought.
I was actually going to do that too.
By the way, in
He understands
Hold on.
Celestial.
Hold on. In Celestial, I go, hey, how? Like as I'm pulling the book out the book to look at it, be like,
You suddenly
it's good to know.
you suddenly
Good to know that,
see you suddenly see a giant fireball hurtling towards the four of you. What?
No, Air gets transported to the 9th level of hell. What?
But as I pull it out, and in Celestial go, by the way, that was going to be my next plane of action.
Yeah, it's completely stopped.
Right. Now that we've
Okay.
neutralized the demonic book of fuckery.
Okay. I'm
Looks
not
over
gonna
at the
say it
king playing.
anymore. Fine.
Well, it would be good to have it as a last resort bomb if it could be used as such.
Just remind me to keep my native tongue shut.
All right, Allura, the time is up.
Okay.
Oh, just in time. Okay.
4 dozen
Okay,
later.
so as the time expires, I'm just gonna like stop with a bagel at my mouth, and I'm just gonna just stop dead. Hold there for a few seconds, and then like my stomach growls something fierce so that everyone can fucking hear it, and I just double over in pain.
You've already
I'm just
started.
saying,
Go ahead and finish it. Don't waste
"Fuck."
food.
Is
I'm gonna look
the
at-
book
I'm gonna
back
look
in the
at Allura.
backpack?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Allura hunched over in pain, go over to her, and I'm just gonna like pick her up and like not drag, but like guide her back over to the couch areas and like gesture to everybody else to come and take a seat.
Okay, so all right, if you're moving me to the couch, then I am claiming the whole couch and I am
No.
lying down. No, in fact, then I am claiming this couch and I'm lying down.
Zern's just gonna kind of mosey over just a little bit towards Lyra and just kind of pat her back a little bit, be like, 6 dozen is enough.
72 bagels.
Okay, so no, hang on. So I am laying on the couch face down. So you are able to pat my back, and you're just gonna hear muffled into the couch cushions. If you pat my back any harder, I'll throw up.
Time of day, midnight.
Wait. I can use Mage Hand to do this.
Jeez.
I'm wondering where the hell that question, that statement from the DM came from.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Time of day,
Time of
midnight.
day, midnight?
It's now midnight.
Oh, in game. Time of day, midnight.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
because that's actually really close to their time too.
It is. It's midnight right now.
Baby.
Well, I did relay something very important to each of you before we started that I'm not going to repeat again.
I know. And I imagine this
forgot.
conversation going a whole lot differently than what it is, but fuck it, we're gonna do it. I'll tell you, are you sitting over with us or are you still standing behind me like a
Still
fucking
standing
creeper?
because it's only been like
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, now that she's over there, I'm going to move around.
He's letting the rubber on his soles cool off after hitting the brakes.
Bold of you to assume I wear shoes.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's trying to recover the pads that he lost off his feet. I'm trying to hit on the brakes.
Ilya's just gonna look to all of you and say, by now I'm sure that either the dean or one of the other faculty have already approached you and given you guys somewhat of a history on this school.
Exactly.
We don't have a choice. We've been saddled with this. And Allura,
Hang on. Oh.
we're gonna get through this. We've got, well, you, Altair, have got one of them. There's 5 more.
6.
6 more. I thought you said there was 6 total, not 7 total.
No, there's 7 total. You need 6 more.
Okay.
Zern's gonna kind of scratch his head a little bit and just be like, "Do we
I don't
have
know.
any idea where the rest of them are?"
No. But in order to
They-
find them, we need to use them.
Which
Oh, great.
I'll give Altair a hint. the clue that I relayed to you yesterday gives you a hint as to why there are 7.
And fuck. I wrote it on my friend's computer and didn't send it to me.
Is this like the 7 deadly sins?
Bingo.
Yeah, sorta.
Because I realized that what that book just did to her was gluttony.
Well, no, it's not. Okay, the book that Shinny has in his possession is not gluttony. It gives the effects of insanity or mind control to an extent to its wielder, but Altair knows something about that the rest of you don't. But if you think about it, that tells you which sin, quote unquote, it is.
Ooh, I figured it out. 7 deadly sins. Da, 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 da.
We're in over our heads, guys.
Mind control doesn't pertain to any of the sins, does it?
No.
No,
not directly.
It's not really.
Not directly.
I think that book just can portray one of the deadly sins in a psychic form.
Well, book when I was dealing with. Oh, by the way, I'll go into this later, but let's just say I've met 3 goddesses. Sorry, 4 goddesses. One's an actual goddess. That one of the other 3 is her daughter, who is now my patron.
Yeah, you're drooling over her. I know.
Sure. Got it. But she called it the Book of Insanity.
That's what she called it. Yes.
I am stating it as such.
Cool.
Can Zern take a closer look at that book?
Yes. If the Altair will allow.
You mind if I take a look at
I
this
was about to
book
say,
real quick?
yeah, I'm like, I actually go, I look over and I'm like, okay, she's not looking here. And I just set it on the table.
All right. I'm going to investigate that book.
Okay. You open it up.
Does he open it to the one page?
It's the only page that I have, so yes.
And because I forgot to send it to me and it's still on my friend's laptop, I literally tell him what it says.
Okay, I'll read it out to everybody then. Woe to us all, for the bright ones came to our world to ravage our lands, rape our women, and force us into slavery. The time for our vengeance has come, for now the occupation has ended, chaos has risen, darkness eternal, and freed our infernal masters. The unveiling is upon you.
Tony, what's the language that it's in?
You don't know. It's not a language that any of you know.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's a language that none of you can learn.
Oh.
How do we know that's what it says?
Because Altair did something. Altair did something in the episode yesterday that it revealed the translation.
So this wouldn't even comprehend languages wouldn't work on this.
No. It's being protected.
Despite the fact comprehend languages says any written language that you can see.
Yes.
There's something else involved that probably keeps it from it.
Some kind of enchantment that would alter you being able to use comprehend languages on it.
Or it's just a spell. Or it's just a language that would be considered almost a 10th level spell.
Considering the fact that Altair is the one that said this reading out loud, correct?
Yep.
Zern's gonna look at Altair and just be like, "How in the world did you come across that kind of translation?"
Yeah, to explain it to you better, Altair, the roll that you made yesterday is that there is in the book a literal section that translates the language.
There's a translator in there?
Yes.
Well, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
To Zern.
Okay. All right.
So there's a translator in this book, huh?
However, there's a danger to doing this.
What kind of danger?
Corruption.
Like a demonic corruption?
Unknown.
My sense is that I'll tell you, if you dabble in that book too long, you're going to end up being the thing that we have to stop.
That. Let's just say part of how I became a warlock was also gaining some resistance.
Considering what Ilya had just said, Zern's going to slowly close the book and gently hand it back to Altair and be like, whatever you do, don't bring this out or try to read it again whatsoever until we figure out more about this.
That was part of my plan.
I want everybody to understand full well that this is something that even the dean is scared of. The dean, guys.
Oh, that's right, because the dean came and visited you, didn't he?
The literal strongest person in this academy is terrified of not only that book, but what it represents.
I wouldn't say strongest person, because I'm pretty sure I might know one stronger.
Eh? Who do you know that might be stronger than that, Altair?
A literal goddess?
Your patron?
Is
No.
she a part of the faculty?
Nope.
Then,
however, her daughter goes to school here.
Huh?
My patron is her daughter. Her mother is the goddess Soon.
You can roll a religion check to determine who the goddess of Soon is, if you would like.
I actually would. And I think I have proficient. Yes, I am proficient religion.
30-20.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
14? Okay. The goddess Soon is the goddess of love and beauty. She is a physical representation of what outer and inner beauty would look like in a fit, like by
in
looking.
An ethereal form?
Yeah, in ethereal form, yes. The events that transpired with Altair happened outside of the school, not too far away from here. But there is a very special way of getting there, and the only reason that Altair was allowed there was because he was invited.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta drown.
Heh. I just tell you right now, tieflings aren't good at swimming.
Neither are cats.
No, you're not very good at flying either.
I don't know.
I did
Doesn't
that
look
door
too damaged.
justice.
Hey, they don't look too damaged for having went through a door.
Just gonna hear Zern go, ow, as he plucks a splinter out of his wing.
Say too damaged. I didn't say unscathed.
3 damage.
Gee, thanks.
Cursed. We need a plan.
Yes, we do.
And right now, not all of us are here.
Okay. Time for me to either get in trouble or not. I am making a religion check.
Oh God! Yeah.
As he's making that religion check, Ilya's still talking. She says, "Obviously, we need Locke, and we need Val. There's someone else that we need. That categorically, undeniably need."
Dublin.
Yeah.
You mean
Seeing as
every
how-
other person that we can get to help?
Dublin
No.
would be the best choice at this
No.
point, seeing as how he was branded by this thing.
Exactly. And the fewer people we can get involved in this means the fewer lives that are direct, like, frontline risk. Dublin's involved because he's been branded, he's cursed, he's had an encounter with this thing.
And the last thing I need is Dublin walking around with that brand, and God knows what happens.
DM, did Dublin explain to me the curse during the last episode?
Yeah, it's not like extravagant or anything. It does like
No, I know you told me about it out of session, but I didn't know if it happened in session.
yeah, essentially all it does is that it makes his quote unquote raging much more difficult. But
It alters his inner fire.
It alters his inner fire, but I will go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt now. It will not help in your guys' situations. It doesn't connect him in that sense. It's just that in order to keep you and Sarq alive, he traded something of equal value. That's it. With the religion check of 19, I am going to, unfortunately...
Uh-oh.
What the fuck is that token?
You see somebody coming down the stairs. She's wearing hair curls, and she's in what looks to be like PJs. She looks over to you, Altair, and says, "Why are you calling me at 1 a.m.?"
Oh my God. No.
Ilya's eyes just go wide and her jaw hits the fucking floor.
Tony, please tell me you didn't make the 90 like actually in the anime.
No.
Thank God.
Now, I was going to go even crueler and bring a friend of all of y'all's to play this character.
Mayhem already knows who. Like, you were there when he guessed it.
Yeah.
But, well, we're discussing the book and the fact that we've basically been tasked with fixing this.
So you woke me up.
Yep. I know that you're going to punish me for this.
You do realize we have tests tomorrow, right?
Oh joy, another
School's still going. School is still going on with all this?
Yes.
Unfucking fortunately.
Even though the vast majority of students are gone, they're still going to do school.
I pleaded with Professor Lamore and the dean to suspend classes indefinitely, but they would only stretch to the end of today. Well, technically an hour ago. They say that they have to
I would have waited till later.
They said they have to keep the academy going for the students that chose to stay.
She looks over to you, Altair, and says, "You do realize you have a test tomorrow too, right?"
Literally stated I didn't know school was still going on.
She sighs very, very, very deeply. Says, "You have a test tomorrow, and I would advise you to study for that, and that on your free time, avoiding waking me up, then discuss your
end of the world situation."
You can just discuss that more then.
So you want him to prioritize academia over saving his life, our lives, and by extension, your life as well.
She looks over to you, Ilya, and says, "Honey, you're not even...
Honey.
Well, you're not strong enough to even take on a fucking frog. So I suggest that you use your time studying and getting stronger. And once you do so, then you can worry about how ending the world bullshit happens."
I look around the room and go, "I thought we did pretty well against those frogs, don't you think?"
Zern's just gonna go, is there gonna be a cat fight in this dorm?
My character is actually slowly backing away.
My eyes jolt to Altair and go, you stay right there.
Stay, kitty.
One,
More, 100 times more scared of her than you. I'll put it this way: if she's 100%, you're not even a single 1/100th of a percent.
but she sighs and says, finish your studies, get stronger, and as you get stronger, you can worry about those things when they arise. But for now, you're not strong enough to handle them. You are lucky to find the first book. Now, before I get cranky and take out my frustrations on my warlock, I'm going back to bed. Altair,
Shut the door behind
start studying for your test, please.
Yes, ma'am.
you. Shut the door behind you.
And she does exactly that.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, yeah.
You should
look
see
at
the other
Altair.
two.
I look
should.
I look at Altair and go, you've been in service to her for one day and you're already fucking whipped.
GM, how long has it actually been technically?
A little over 24 hours. No, it was on a Friday, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
Okay, a week.
Zern's gonna do the whip motion with his tail and just make the whip sound.
Just look over at him and I'm like, if you knew the entirety of why I'm her warlock, you would understand.
Okay.
Just by that display right there, Altair, I can kind of guess why.
No, you don't.
I understand as much as mommy is correct and we do have a test tomorrow. Forgive me for thinking that saving the entire academy, and by extension ourselves, takes slight precedence. If we need to, we can come back to this conversation, but we need to start prioritizing.
As much as it seems counterintuitive, I'm going to agree with her on the studies. Like, she's right. As we are right now.
Yeah, because I'm ready to fail another test.
I mean, hold on a second.
Do you really think if
you didn't know we had a test? I'm assuming Allura, and I'm looking at Allura, she's face down and on the sofa, making sure she's still breathing.
Roll a con save.
Allura, you still breathing over there, honey?
Roll a con save.
You're muted, Amy.
Is that me rolling con?
Yes, please.
Yep. All right. 5.
5.
Oh no.
You have vomited all over the couch and you are passed out.
Hang on a minute. That's okay. It's actually a 7.
Okay, you have vomited all over the couch and you are passed out.
Allura, Ilya turns to Allura after saying that and goes, "Oh."
Prestidigitation to clean up the mess.
Okay, it's clean.
Smells
like lemon.
I was like, okay, so Altair, are you cleaning the couch or Allura? Because you can only clean so much.
Prestidigitation, I believe, is a 5-foot section that I can clean.
Yes.
Bagel chunks everywhere.
So I'm pretty sure that couch is less than 5 foot.
Yes, but are you
that
cleaning
section.
the couch or are you cleaning Allura?
Prestidigitation, I can't clean Allura. I can only clean clothes and inanimate.
Don't think I would ever foresee myself in this position.
Amy, remember that comment I made to you in DMs yesterday? Welcome. Welcome. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to like clean up Allura's clothing. Just anything that might have been missed out by the prestidigitation that Altair did.
Okay.
We'll just make sure it's cleaned up and that she's clean and okay.
So when Altair does it, it smells like lemon. When Ilya does it, it smells like lavender and mint.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Sounds like a
minty.
really weird combination. Not lavender and mint. Lavender and mint's great, but lavender, mint, and lemon. That sounds like a really weird combination.
Hey, I'm sorry that I have lemon pledge. It's the superior pledge.
It's the only good pledge.
Okay, you didn't know we had a test. She's passed the fuck out. We don't even know what test it is that we're supposed to be fucking studying for. Does anybody? Do any of you know what the test is? Do we know what subject or what class it's on?
Roll a history check.
I mean, can I? Because it's not something that I've heard before.
Yes. All of you can. Except for Laura, which is passed out.
Except for me, because I passed the fuck out.
I would love to roll a history check.
16 DM.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
I crit with a 24.
Okay.
God damn.
All right. So, Ilya and Zurin would for sure know. So, Ilya, you just know that the teacher that gave you the information is the one giving you the test. It's the one that you guys said looks like the butler from the what is it, Overkill or something? What's that anime called? Over something. Overlord. Yeah. Zurin, you know what the test actually is about. They're about a creature called Slaadi. Slaadi.
Do I know what Slaadis are?
With a crit, you know what they are, but you don't know much about them. You've just heard about them before, like in passing rumors and small talk and shit.
So do either of you two know what the test is on?
I know the teacher that gave it to us, but I don't recall what the test was on.
From what I understood, I believe it's something on Slaadis.
Oh, great. So it's going to be a biology test. Okay.
Tony, is there another knowledge check that can be made to see if I know what they are?
That depends. Do you guys want to start studying?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Fantastic. Cool. So,
I don't have a choice in the matter.
You don't.
You're passed out.
You're passed out. So, each of you needs to make a... okay, of course, it's one of those that makes me have to turn back to...
Shrek.
Hold up. No. No. So you need to make... Okay, each of you needs to make a history check.
Ooh.
Zurin got a 21, 17 plus 4.
Okay.
Not 20 for Ilya.
Okay. I'm waiting for...
Oh, no. It's there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, so... Zurin and Ilya, you know quite a bit about Slaadis. Altair, you don't know jack shit. So with the nat 20, Ilya, you're going to get advantage on the exam. Again. Zurin, you are going to... I'm going to give you the answers to 2 of the questions. But I'm going to give it to you through a DM so that nobody else knows the answers to these questions. Okay?
Oh, great.
Wait. He got a...
I
What did
got
he get, Zern?
21. 17 plus 4, 21.
You're getting an advantage.
25.
You got an advantage on the entire test, where he's getting the answer to 2 of the questions. So,
right, okay.
Yeah, so you're getting advantage on the entirety of the test, so your likelihood of passing is the highest. Whereas Zurin is getting the answer to 2 of the questions that will be on the test, and we'll know right off the bat that that is part of how he's going to hopefully pass the test. So,
Tony, real quick, hold on 1 second.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Gonna check something. This is why you're sending that to him. I need to check. You suck. Saving throw or attack roll only.
Bless.
Favored by the gods. Of course, I would remember it in a situation where it can't be used.
Let me type this out for Zurin. That's the first one, Zurin. The second one is... Okay, there's the last one. You know the answer to both of those. Okay. So, Allura, you're passed out. Ilya, Zurin, Altair, each of you have studied for several hours to get through the test. Val is going to be attending a different class than you guys, but she has her own test that she'll have to take. Locke and Allura. Allura starting off.
Okay.
Please roll me a wisdom saving throw. You're about to roll a similar thing, Locke. So,
16.
So be ready. Okay. You're not... get to you in just a minute. It's going to be similar, but I want to get to Allura first because she was already there. So Allura, you're going to have one, and it's been a while since you've had one of these, but it's not going to do anything. It's kind of like you were expecting it after what happened with the group just now. But you have a nightmare.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
While you are in your deep sleep, you have a nightmare.
Okay.
In that said nightmare, you see a hallway with 3 doors. The door to the left is a door that is barred by chains and barbed wire. The door in the middle is a door that is covered in decaying moss and overgrown bushes that look like that they are on fire. The door to the right is a door that is completely covered by black fog. Which door do you open?
Okay, YOLO, chains and barbed wire.
Chains and barbed wire. Okay, roll me a strength saving throw. If you pass, you'll take full. If you fail, you'll take half.
17.
Huh?
Should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
Huh?
You said
if they
pass,
if you
take
said,
full.
Yeah, you said if she passes, she takes
Oh,
full.
no. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you pass, you take half. If you fail, you'll take the full damage. I'm sorry. I had that
Right.
backwards. Yeah, that's my bad.
And that
gonna say,
was
"Don't pass."
17.
Okay, you pass, so you'll take half. Oh my god, you fucking lucky. You take 1 point of damage. So you start ripping and tearing at the door, and you start getting scratches all over you. You're bleeding a little bit, but not as much as you thought you would. You open the door. Behind the door is a scene that you're very familiar with. It's the scene of the labyrinth. Across the way is a pedestal with 3 boxes sitting upon them. There is a black box, there is a white box, and a gray box. Which box do you open?
Let's go with the white box.
White box? Okay. In the white box, you look in and you see a bright light. Within, you hear a small voice. It's almost a whisper. And all it says is, have hope. And then you wake up.
Okay.
Locke, roll me a wisdom
Right.
saving throw.
Hold up. I had a question.
Yes, sir.
Is that meant to roll that history bullshit as well?
You're passed out, so
Okay, that's what my question was.
cool.
What am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
Eight.
8. Okay. You're not going to get the choices that Allura had. You're going straight into the deep end.
Wait.
You see something similar at the start. It's a long, dark hallway with one door at the end. At the door is protruding black smoke. You walk in, you're back home. You see your father, you see your mother, the ones who adopted you, of course. You see them, and you see another figure. You see a figure that looks to be dressed like a court jester. He's sitting at the table, and he has a piece of paper and a quill. You can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like to you from the naked eye that the court jester is trying to convince your adoptive parents to strike a deal. Your father is kind of in between. He thinks that he should take the deal. Your mother is against it. She's completely 100% against it. However, your father says something to the court jester. The jester smiles and nods. He then walks over and signs it. Your dream ends.
Okay.
You're now on the next day. And I need to figure out if it's this room. Yes. It's the next day and you're in the class. Professor Silius is standing at the head of the classroom.
That's his name.
And you're all just now walking in. Allura, you feel okay. You're kind of a little here and there. You're more tired over having ate a lot of bagels than you are of the nightmare. Locke,
DM?
you're fucking exhausted.
I can tell you that much myself.
Facts. Yes, Ilya.
Can I do one thing real quick as we're walking in?
You can, yes.
Ilya wants to be walking in with Allura.
Okay.
And just as we get to the door, Ilya, sorry, can't talk words, no easy English difficult.
Then just speak Scottish.
Hey, shut the fuck up then.
Okay, Rob.
No, I can go a whole lot worse than that. But I'm scared I'll summon the bastard.
I was gonna say, start spitting out the Gaelic.
Ilya stops Allura and just says, "Hey, I hope you're feeling okay. After the test, I want to have a chat. But for now, let's ace this fucking test."
I'll do the best I can. I'm pretty sure I slept after all those bagels when I should have been studying.
You did a lot more than sleep.
Don't tell me.
You also threw up.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We cleaned you up. You're fine.
You guys aren't hearing this.
Suddenly smell lemon pledge. What?
Where'd that lavender and mint come from?
Okay, so this test is different. This test is going to be, this test is a group effort. However, you're each going to make separate rolls to determine if you pass your portion or not. So, I'm going to ask you all as a group the questions. Zurin, the answers to the 2 questions that you were given, you have a choice. You can take disadvantage on the remaining of the exam by giving them the answers, or you can give them one answer, or you give them no answers and you will have advantage.
I mean, I've got advantage, so I don't.
Yeah, so Ilya, you're safe on the advantage part. But this is for Zurin because he was given 2 answers, but by giving you guys the answers essentially would be a form of quote unquote cheating in a sense.
Yeah, it knocks him down
you
notch.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you want to do? Do you want the advantage for the remainder of the test and have the 2 answers guaranteed? Do you want to give one answer away and hope that your sleight of hand is successful enough to not give the others disadvantage? Or do you want to take the full disadvantage yourself on the test and give them the answers?
Dang it. Because I was really hoping Zern wouldn't fail this test. I'm going to give them each one answer.
Okay. So what I need you to do, we're going to go ahead and start off with this before we do the test. I need you to roll the sleight of hand check. If you succeed, you don't get disadvantage. If you fail, you get disadvantage on the test.
Assist.
And then after you make the roll, you need to tell me which answer you give them.
You've been really good to me tonight, so let's not turn this into a freaking ridiculous thing. Oh boy. I rolled 13.
Okay. You will not get disadvantage on the remainder of the test.
Thank goodness.
But you need to tell them which answer you give them. You can only give them one.
42.
Yeah, right. I'll give him the first one.
The
Slaadi are aberrations known for their regenerative abilities and magic resistance.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. I will mark that down. Okay. So now we're going to start the test. We're going to start where I'm going to ask all of you the question. You will discuss it and give me a overall answer. And once we finish the questions, each of you will make your roll to determine if your characters will actually pass or fail the test. Question 1 was already answered. Slaadi are abjurations known for their regenerative abilities and magical resistances. That's the answer to the first question. Question 2. How many different types of Slaadis are there? And what are their representative colors?
Do we answer as a group or individually?
You can talk amongst yourselves as a group to answer it as a group, but you will each make separate rolls to determine if your characters got it correctly. Some of you have advantage on this because of what we gave you beforehand.
Can I get a repeat on the question?
How many types of Slaadi are there, and what are their types?
And what are their representative colors?
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck a Slaadi is.
An aberration that is known for their regenerative. and
Good
magic
boy. Look at you go.
I'm too tired for this shit. You just said a lot of words that
Condescending
just went.
asshole.
Well, okay, I'll give you a choice, Eli. Do you want to fail the test and go to sleep IRL?
No.
You failed the last test. I don't think he's going to
I
be in
was
the
gonna
academy
say-
much longer.
Here's what I'll tell you. I'm too tired to process stuff right now. Explain stuff to me like you're telling it to a 5-year-old.
Okay. Creature has colors. There's a number of them. How many? What color?
Oh yeah.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
One of these things is dead.
If we're talking base colours, you've got 3. If we're talking good nights, about approximately 12.
I think he's rambling on at this point. So the rest of you...
No, I was actually using logic to dictate because I don't actually fucking know the answer. I was using the fact that we've got 3 primary colours. There's primary colours split into 6 different secondary colours, and then you can...
Fuck it. I'll roll. I'll roll for this one. I've got advantage. What am I rolling, DM?
Well, you're going to be rolling with advantage to see if Ilya gets the answer right. I'm doing it kind of like what we did last time, where I asked you guys.
What skill am I rolling?
Be Arcana.
$18.
Okay. You know that there are 4 colors, but one that is different from the rest. So there are 5 different types, 4 colors, one that is not a color, but is a representation of something else. The colors are red, blue, green, and gray.
Okay.
The one that is no color is death.
Okay. Relaying. Answering verbally.
Okay. Each of you now roll a Arcana check to determine if you got that answer correct for your character.
Have to roll this one as well.
Huh? No, you've already got it. You that was what your roll was for. So the rest of you roll.
18.
Okay.
God dang it.
12.
Okay.
Also
Even though
got
I
18.
had the answer, I freaking rolled 8.
Well, okay. Zurin, because you have the answer, you also skip this. So you had the answer already, so you could skip that one.
All right.
So Zurin, you got that one. Mayhem, you passed with advantage. I see a 12. Amy, you got a 18, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Locke, what did you get?
I also got an 18, 16 plus 2.
You all passed that question. Yay! You did it! Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Near.
Question 3.
3?
Yeah. Oh, there's several questions.
Did I miss one or two?
The first,
Yeah.
the first question was answered.
The first one was
I gave you guys the answer for.
Yeah, the first one was answered to all of you, so you all got that one right. The second one, you all did it as a collective and got that one right. Now you're on question 3. Okay.
Don't worry, I thought the same as you. I was like, we're missing a fucking number.
Yeah, I'm getting there myself. It's
because I'd only rolled once. I'm like thinking, what the fuck?
Well,
No, you're good.
Yeah, Tony did say we auto got the first one because that's the answer that Overkill shared with us.
Yes.
I'm starting to space.
No. As soon as we finish this test, then basically we're going to end it. So you guys are good.
Words go in one way and they come out the other.
So let's try to get through these questions quickly. There's not a lot of them, but all Slaadi are dangerous and unpredictable, but blank and blank are the least powerful and cannot cast spells.
Well, we know it's not the fucking one you mentioned that had no colour.
It's definitely not death. Maybe.
I'd assume not.
I'm gonna assume the gray and the green, or
Yeah.
the gray and the blue.
I'm gonna stick with your original grey and green.
Anybody else?
I've just got to follow the consensus because I don't.
I'd like
know.
to roll.
So would I.
Everybody go ahead and roll.
Same thing.
Arcana.
Yes.
15.
14.
19 this time, slightly better.
Okay.
12.
So everybody but Locke got it right. IRL, you got it wrong. It's red and blue.
Hey, I was half right because of my second answer.
Red and blue cannot cast spells, and they are the two weakest of the group.
My logic was quite simple. Red and blue are primary colours. The others aren't.
Mine
It
was
like A and B or C and D.
I equated them to fire, water, earth, and air, and I'm like,
Okay, I understand.
green, earth, Hulk smash, no spell.
Okay. Here's a difficult one.
Oh boy.
Red has a special ability that the others do not. What is this ability?
Fireball. That's not.
Fireball!
God damn it, Locke.
I heard red, fire, bolt, brain, sleep.
He has the magic ability to stop.
I'd like to roll.
Red has an ability that the others do not. What is its ability?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll, but my guess is something to do with stopping.
Okay.
I don't know what.
22.
Okay.
The fuck
I didn't get. I didn't get that one.
I rolled a 14 total.
Okay. So pass, fail.
Okay.
What?
Here we go, people.
Yeah, Zern got a 5.
So Zurin got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, fail. So two miss it and 2 pass it. 3 pass it. Okay. So Altair, no, not Allura. So Altair, Ilya, and somebody else passed it. Who else? Locke. Yeah, Locke. So Allura and Zurin, both of you missed the question. The answer is red Slaadi can use a gland underneath one of their claws to implant an egg into a humanoid creature. The egg eventually becomes a tadpole that bursts from the host's body and transforms into a full-grown blue Slaadi. Or
So it's a face hugger.
yes,
It's a face hugger.
or
Yeah.
it will turn
It's a
into a
xenomorph.
green one if the host is capable of casting spells above 3rd level or higher.
That's literally the
Okay,
definition of
chest
a face
burster.
hugger.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's literally a xenomorph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Blank, blank, and blank can shapeshift into a small or medium humanoid.
Ditto.
Mimic. Goo.
Blank, blank, and blank can shapeshift into small or medium humanoids.
Alright, so we've got Mimic, Ditto, and Slimes.
And I'm going to assume we're actually talking about the colors.
I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
it's death gray and green.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with that.
So, green, gray, and death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make your rolls.
I'm not. I don't know what to think on that one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll.
Yeah, 19.
19 plus 4, 23.
Okay.
23, 18 plus 5.
13.
Allura, what did you get?
That one.
That one.
Cool.
Yep.
With your nat 1, you will have disadvantage on the next question. All of you got it right, and you got it right IRL. Green, gray, and death have shape-shifting abilities and can turn into a small or medium humanoid.
Because they're the only 3 with magical capability.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blank usually wields a staff and can hurl fireballs and magical flames at its foes.
Fireball.
Fireball!
I'm gonna say green, just based off of what you said before with the fucking chest burster. If it has magical capabilities, it turns into a green one.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. If the spell, because you said spells above a 3rd level.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Fireball begins at 3rd level.
Okay. So go ahead and make your roll.
That's dirty 20.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What's the disadvantage?
You roll the d20 twice and take the lowest.
Yep. I got an
That's
18.
10.
5.
Okay. So everybody but Allura and Zurin failed. Or no.
Wait.
Everybody passed except for Zurin and Allura.
Wait a minute. When did this become low roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ilya, Altair, and Locke passed. And yes, it was green. Green is capable of casting fireball and can cast other flame magic with the help of a staff. Okay. Blank are rumored to have a stench so bad that it can kill on sight. In reality, they can cast cloud kill.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with gray. It's either gray or death.
I was gonna say this sounds like it's gonna be a trick question because obviously your initial instinct's gonna do assume death, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gray.
Yeah, I feel like it's grey because it's a trick question, but logic dictates that it's death because death has a smell. I'm gonna stick with that.
Here's my roll.
I'll be the odd one out. Yeah.
Okay. 19.
That's only a 15 for
19?
Ilya.
Zern got a 19.
Okay.
17 plus 2, 19.
Allura.
9.
Okay. So Allura, you missed the question again. The rest of you pass. The answer is death. Last question.
The answer is death. Well, it's gray. Sorry. The answer is gray.
There is a particular word that scholars and adventurers sometimes use because of the mispronunciation or misspelling of the name of this creature. What is the word that they use to replace the name of the creature?
So, what wrong name do scholars and adventurers call a Slaadi?
Yes.
Bastard.
Sad.
Salad.
Salad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Salad.
Is salady.
Okay.
Yeah, salad.
Like that.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
It makes sense, but I don't actually know if that's what we're supposed to say.
You fucking kidding me?
17.
Okay.
No.
Zurin got 11.
21.
Okay, so
Another
Altair
nat
got a 10, Locke got a 21. Ilya, what did you get?
17.
17. Zurin?
11.
Okay. Allura?
Another nat 1.
Okay, cool. All right.
Man, those bagels pick you up.
Zurin and Allura, you both missed the question. The rest of you got the question correctly. The answer,
You're right.
the answer is salad.
Because
Huh.
it's spelled Slaad.
Okay. Did each of you keep up with how many you got right and how many you got wrong? I know Allura failed.
I got them all right.
Hold on. I got a 6 on studying, but I got 100 on the test.
Okay, so
I only
I have
missed.
no idea.
Trying to remember.
All I know is I got them all right. Which
Okay.
I'm actually kind of
so
surprised.
who got them all right? I know Ilya got them all right.
Yee!
So Altair got them all right.
Yes.
Cool, fantastic. So
Fucking that new patron of yours is a pain in the ass, but she pulled through for you on this one, didn't she?
I think I only got one wrong.
okay.
Mayhem. I'm pretty sure she's actually in this class with us for this.
Um
I don't see her, but sure.
um
Unless
I'll-
there was another test taking place.
she
got it here.
the person you're talking about did take a different test because she's a second year. Also, Altair and Ilya, put on your character sheets that you were gained access to 2 student die for acing the test.
Give me a second. What does a student die do?
A student die?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it up right quick.
This is new information.
A student die gained from an exam is a D4 the player can roll and add to any ability check that the character makes, provided the check uses one of the 2 skills featured in the exam. The player can wait until after rolling the D20, but before rolling the student die, but must do so before you say whether the check succeeds or fails. So kind of like luck checks or bardic inspiration, but it's a D4.
Okay. So student die is a D4 that a player can roll to can roll and add to a skill check, provided that the skill was used in an exam, but you have to use it before the DM tells you whether or not you were already successful at that skill check.
No, like you can roll it before I tell you pass or fail.
That's what he said.
Right. hold on.
Oh, I thought you said that you can roll it after I tell you.
No, he said
No.
before.
Okay,
Before.
gotcha.
I said you have to roll it, but no, you have to roll it before the DM tells you whether or not you're successful or not.
That is correct.
Right.
So what attributes do we get to put these for?
Well, I've been using Arcana this entire time.
Yeah,
So I'm
so
assuming-
you essentially you can use them for any skill check on an exam. So, but you only get 2 of them. So you have to. Yeah. So once you use the 2 up, that's all you get. You
So they have to be used in an exam.
It has to be used in an exam.
Okay, hold on. I need to rewrite the the description of this then, because the way you said it made it sound like they can be used anywhere.
Yeah. Because that's why I was thinking, like, okay, it's for certain checks, and then we can use it outside.
Yeah, it's only for exams. Okay. Also mark down that you aced this exam, because again, like I told you on the last exam, you need to keep up with your passes and fails. So for the ones who, so Ilya, Ilya and Altair aced their test. Zurin and Locke, how many did you get correct, and how many did you not get correct?
I think I only failed 1 or 2.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about.
Okay.
Missed about 2 of them.
If that's the case, you passed the class or passed the exam, you get 1 die.
I think I only failed the first one because I rolled like an 8 or something, wasn't it? Or 9 or 7 or some shit.
Gotcha.
No, you automatically passed the first question.
Well, no, I meant the first one we had to roll for.
Oh.
Yeah, the non-magical.
Yeah. And then I think I rolled like pretty decent on the next ones. I can't remember if I got a 10 though on the next one after that, so it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, so if you got the majority of them right and only like 1 or 2 of them wrong, then you pass the class. So you'll get 1 student die.
Sweet.
Allura. So
Yes.
normally you wouldn't get anything. You would just put down that you failed the test. But there are conditions for rolling that once, and you rolled 2 of them.
Yep.
So, here's what's going to happen. You are going to roll a pure luck check.
All right.
It's a 1d20, no modifiers.
16.
Okay. So, your punishment is not going to be so severe of doing a dungeon. You're going to get detention, but it's not going to be in the form of a dungeon. Okay. So basically what happens is that Professor Silius is giving you the benefit of the doubt because of the events that have transpired and is essentially being kind to you and taking it easy on you in this scenario. So you're going to receive the detention. You did fail the test, so you need to mark down that you failed this test. And your detention will not be in the form of a dungeon, but we will do that episode at a later time. So that means I have to do 2 solo episodes with you. Fantastic. So we have that. Congratulations to everybody. You completed your 2nd exam. And that's where we're going to end the session at. My goodness. Okay, so we have a lot of things that our players need to kind of get through. Some emotional damage that they need to pass over and all this other shit.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Intestinal damage.
But thankfully, they got through another day of school without any kind of major incidents.
All I'm going to say is I really, really, really hope that the school's plumbing is up to grade, because when Allura goes to the bathroom, that thing's going to drop like a fucking 10-ton brick.
I mean...
No, it won't, because it already came back up. I puked, didn't I?
Yeah.
That might not... I don't think that's all of it.
But there's fiber in that. Fiber helps you go regularly.
Yeah, but bread constipates you when eaten in massive quantities.
But no.
Alright. Can I get to sleep now?
Yes, you may go to sleep, Eli.
Goodness me.
You may go to sleep, Eli. Thank you guys. He's already gone.
He's gone.
Thank you guys so much for listening into this episode. I greatly appreciate it. We are going to go find somebody to send you guys off to very quick, And once we do that, then this session will be over. We will be back next Sunday. I have yet to decide if we're going to do a solo episode again or if we're going to continue on with our group here. But I know I need to do 2 solo episodes with Allura, and I need to do a solo episode with Val. So there is that. I have a lot of work to do, and it's a matter of trying to figure out where I'm going to implement it all at. And
Tony,
yes,
can I make a request of you just now?
You may.
Given that we're doing day 1 Friday into Saturday, would you mind either rescheduling 30/20 or postponing?
Is it this Friday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so for those that are listening, I will postpone this weekend's D&D sessions to allow our people here to be able to do their day 1 raid.
Well, no. I mean, Sunday will be fine. It's just Saturday.
Yeah, so I'll postpone the Saturday. And if you guys feel up to it for Sunday, we will do that session for Sunday. If you guys need another day of rest, we will postpone the Sunday as well.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you just tell us whether or not we're doing a group session or if you're wanting to do one of your solo sessions. That's all you need to do.
Well, we will definitely figure all that out for sure. We'll kind of discuss it more privately and get a better result from that. When does Sarq come back? Sarq will be returning at some point, my friend. He'll
let you know.
I will let you know for sure. Yeah, it's there are some things that I want to get through with my players first. I want to get through their solo episodes for as quickly as possible to kind of explain more of what's going on and why bad shit's happening to all of them. And Allura in particular is the one that I need to do the most. That one's the one that I need to get done as quickly as possible. The one for Val, I can kind of wait on a little bit and kind of like plan it out a little bit better. And it has to do with her backstory, and I have to go over it a little bit more to get the finer details and come up with an episode for her as to why she's connected to these guys now. But yeah, I will let you know when Sarq comes back for sure. I want your character to make these characters miserable. That's all. That's what I want. That's my whole forte on that. So we are going to go raid Jordan. Because he is currently live. He's playing Paper Mario. So we're going to go send you guys over there. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door.
Oh God, more doors.
Right. So we're going to send you guys over there. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I greatly appreciate it. This episode will not be uploaded Tuesday because this is the episode that will happen after the solo episodes that I need to get done. So it will be a good bit before this episode is uploaded. But this Tuesday, Altair's solo episode that we recorded yesterday will be uploaded this Tuesday. So you guys will get to see how he gets his warlock powers and how that he basically gets mommy ? UwU?
Yeah,
What?
Hey, I stood up to her mother.
Yeah, not successfully.
I nat 20'd that one.
You did nat 20 that one, but like, this is a goddess of love and beauty that we're talking about.
We'll have to remember, like, the stipulations that I put on me being...
Plus, you got stepped on top of that, too, so there's also that.
Yeah. The stepping one is...
a little dominatrix in it, huh?
Exactly.
Here's
Exactly.
exactly how this happened. She stepped on me, and then I made the nat 20 to be like, no.
But yeah, that episode will be called Adventuring High bonus episode. I think it's number 6.
Number 5.
5, yeah. Episode 5, UwU. And for very good reason. You guys will see all of that this Tuesday. Thank you guys so much. We will go and do this raid. Have a wonderful rest of your week.